What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 220 of the Cheesy Controller Podcast. I'm your host, Anton LaPlatte. Joining me, as always, we have the Mecha Stardew Valley, Chris Montalbano.
God damn it, Capcom. You made me want Resident Evil 4.
We got the Race Race Durag, Madrid Devon.
Wolong.
And we got the most generous squid in the sea, Chandler Roberts.
What if Griffin played soccer?
You take it too far.
Did I?
We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about Steamdeck. We're going to be talking about Resident Evil 4. We're going to be talking about
Soul
anime.
Hackers!
Yeah, Soul Hackers, anime, and Star Wars. That's another big one.
There's a lot of Star Wars.
So I'm sorry. Yeah, Disney really fucked this episode up for everybody.
Just ruin everything I love.
But if you also dislike Disney, stay tuned. I'm sure it was news this week. I'm pretty sure a quick Google search would get me results I need. But I got a bone to pick. Because motherfucking PC gaming, at it once again, I swear to shit, my Steam Deck just hates me. Because I've gotten to the point that, like, one of the reasons I got the Steam Deck is if a game says playable on Steam Deck and I just download it, I should be able to hit play and be playing it in a handheld factor, and it should be pick up and play. Yeah. That is one of the reasons I bought a Steam Deck. Mm-hmm. My Steam Deck has been anything but pick up and play. It's like every fucking game, and none of these are saying unsupported. I'm having more luck with unsupported demos and random bullshit like that than the games that that are real ass games that I'd want to pick up and play in a handheld factor on Steam Deck.
It's almost like it's a PC.
Like,
right.
What is the cause of...
I don't...
What is your problem?
Okay.
Let's find the cause.
This first problem was the shit just bricking on me, essentially, and going, like...
I mean, you could flip that.
I mean, I fixed it since then. But even before that problem, like, I can't get 14 to just run. Like, and I get 14's like a launcher within, but 14 is supported, which is so...
Allegedly.
I mean, the Steam Deck has already said multiple times that it has trouble with games that have inbuilt launchers. Like, that's just what it does.
Right, and to be fair, before my Steam Deck bricked itself, I had gotten to the point where I was able to load into Final Fantasy XIV on the deck, and like I just went in and changed whatever text files in the back end I had to change to make it like work right, to work like it works on PlayStation, and so me losing data in the whole... And I probably deleted 14 because I was having the problem where if I play 14 through Steam, even though I know it is the correct Square Enix account, it is the exact same login I use on PlayStation and the one that I use when I go on the MOG station. It says I don't have game time. And I even went and I was like, maybe it's because I just don't have Endwalker. So I bought 14 that comes with all the expansions. Oh, is that me? Raddick. Audio. Oh, it's coming out of your headphones. I'm like, I'm hearing it.
Oh, thing booming.
I didn't realize it was that way.
But yeah, so I get 14. I get it up, running all of that, and it's like, you don't have game time. So I've now, at this point, gotten 14 and Endwalker again on Steam, and it won't let me... Like, I can even load into the 14 PC, like the Square Enix launcher version on my PC, and get into the game, and it's like, it recognizes my character and everything, and it's the same login I'm using for all these different things, but for whatever reason the Steam version gets like, I don't have it's like, you don't have an active service account, and I'm like, I definitely do. I'm gonna close it on or it's actively open on my PlayStation.
With game time, like, does game time for PlayStation also count for PC?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it counts
so
for your...
I know they're two different games. You have to buy it twice, but...
Well, no, I don't buy it through PlayStation. I just have my card linked through the MOG station with the login.
Right. I'm just trying to think if there's like, apply this to your PlayStation 5 game or your PC game.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're charging you for both. But I guess that's not the case.
But I can go in through the Square Enix launcher and play on PC. Like, there's a version that's playable on my PC. It's because the Steam version does the
Do
same
you
thing.
want to play it on your Steam Deck that badly?
Can we start simpler than Final Fantasy 14? What other game is giving you hell? on your
Halo
Steam?
Infinite, which is verified.
Oh.
And Halo Infinite, it opens, I see the Xbox Game Studios, and then it's like 343 Industries, and then I see a little UNSC logo in the top right corner. The screen is like black with a loading bar across the bottom, because like the first time I opened it, it loaded to a certain point and then just crashed. And then, but after that, every time I would open Halo, it would just, it'd do the Xbox Game Studios. All of this is running at 60. I have my performance indicator in the corner, which that doesn't affect anything, because I even turned that off to see if maybe it's trying to read the frame rate and the frame rate's tanking too hard or whatever because it's a loading screen, whatever. Mm-hmm. I uninstalled Halo and reinstalled Halo. I verified my install. I tried going to desktop mode, opening it through desktop mode. I tried everything. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, Halo would be a great game to just, pop in, play a match of Halo, hop off. They've done Forge playlists. Apparently Halo's like in a good spot.
It's all right.
I just want to play the
Right,
Waffle House stage.
The Waffle House stage is fun as fuck because you're just fucking around in a Waffle House. It's the right kind of stupid.
I'm gonna give you that All-Star special.
Right. I'd be down to check something like that out on my Steam Deck because that's less cumbersome than opening it up on my PC and getting a controller hooked up to my PC. Like, the reason I bought a Steam Deck.
Less cumbersome than that. All you do is open it up on. You literally open Steam, hit big picture with your controller, call it a day. That's it.
I don't have Bluetooth on my computer, so I'd have to have a...
Wait, you just don't have a USB... You don't just have a USB, whatever the fuck cable in your PC?
Not hooked up consistently, no. Because it's hooked up to the P4 here, and it's easier to just leave it here.
You don't have like 50 of them cables?
No, I have the one.
Everything comes with a USB cable. You should have like 90 of them hoes.
Not USB-Cs. USB-Cs are at a premium.
No, not USB-C. I mean like USB fucking... Whatever the one right before C.
Oh.
Yeah.
Micro?
You go from A to C?
The A micro.
Whatever the fuck. Just...
Well, wait. I mean, if you have an Xbox controller, you just use USB.
Well, no.
Right?
All the controllers that are actively out on my desk are USB-C controllers.
Yeah.
So PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, all of them are USB-C controllers.
Is your computer just hard to get to plug in a USB?
No, I mean, it's right next to my PlayStation, but it's just... I'm trying to play these things on my
It's
Steam
one of those
Deck.
things where it's like, it's weird because
It's
I'll
like-
try putting Halo on my Steam Deck tonight to see if this is really just a you problem. Because some of this shit is just
But I'm not doing...
I'm not having, like...
I'm not doing
I'm
anything...
testing the Resident Evil 4 remake demo on that bitch. Like, oh, and also, that demo's so fucking good.
That demo was so fucking good.
Oh my god. I didn't even want that bullshit, but it's so good.
Did y'all see the chainsaw difficulty thing? Apparently, like, it's for, like, speedrunning things, but it's tied to RNG to have the chainsaw mode, where not every time you start the game you have the option to do the chainsaw difficulty. And so you have to hope when you re-roll a save that you have the option to do the chainsaw difficulty.
Shit, I just learned how to get the fucking SMG last night.
There's an SMG?
Yeah, if you drop everything while you're running, a pathway will open up that will lead to a well. You climb down that well, the fucking SMG is down there.
Tight. Because they can at you in this too.
Yo, that's some shit. How do you just know? Like, yeah, I gotta drop all my shit right
I
here.
don't fucking know.
And then there's some secret window that's like, yeah, come on down.
I mean, this demo is different from like the Resident Evil 2 remake demo where they only gave you like 2 hours.
Yes, it's permanent.
So
Yeah.
this is pretty much just the, like, here's the beginning of the game.
It's the
you got
same
you
demo
got
slice that
3
they've been
hours?
giving us every single time there's a Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
The same slice.
Does your
It's the
save
GameCube
carry
slice.
over?
It's the port slice. It's
I don't think it's I think they might have cut some stuff down for this demo because they're trying to just get you to the point where you go into the village and fight the chainsaw dude.
Okay, I see.
So
I
I
see.
think there might be other.
So it's not like this isn't like the full game like with the Wolong demo.
No.
Okay.
The save data doesn't transfer, so
Yeah.
that should.
Okay, I see.
But they haven't
It's
done
like
that
the
ever,
Final
like-
Fantasy VII remake demo,
Right.
Yeah.
where it's like
Here, check out this chunk.
right.
You getting off that motherfucking
it's
train?
literally the GameCube slice.
Yeah, it's good.
That's cool. I think I'm gonna download it and play it. I just haven't had a lot of time this weekend.
Get some headphones. Plug those motherfuckers in.
Yeah.
Turn off those lights.
This might be the one
Get
Resident
cozy.
Evil game
Get
I play.
cozy.
Get
Right
cozy
now,
with an old friend.
I mean, you're gonna hear some Spanish in the background. That's gonna just like, what the fuck did they just say? How many are there out there?
It sounds like the Hueco Mundo arc with the Spanish guitar.
Sounds like the 1,000-Year Blood War arc when everybody's Hulu served them the Spanish dub. It was like 3 episodes into the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, and everybody, because I think we got on the PSN party, and it happened to Juwan, it happened to me, it's like, it shows you the most recent episode, but for whatever reason, it's a Spanish dub. And hearing German characters speak Spanish in Bleach, of all places, it really threw me for a loop.
I mean, we do get to hear Japanese people speak German at random points. and
Yeah,
it's so
you
efficient.
haba. I could have gone my entire life thinking his name was Yawatch.
Right.
But it is.
I mean, shit. If you're an OG
I
reader,
think the Arabic pronunciation is like nope.
yeah. If you're an OG reader, it was Jurabak at some point.
Oh yeah.
So I
had
saw
fallen
y'all. I
off
saw
reading.
y'all. Which one day I was like, I'm guessing that was his actual name.
And then now they're pronouncing it because I've watched the entire season now in subbed and dubbed, and every time they mention him, it's Yuhabaha.
Yeah.
So
Is what happens when you speak a language but you don't understand the language you're basing off it.
Yeah, I was
words.
like, but he's German?
Should be like
yeah.
Yeah, but
His-
it's
his-
also a play on y'all. Oh, it's supposed to be like Yahweh.
Yeah.
Yahweh.
Okay. That's,
Yeah. All I know is this motherfucker took a bow. He grabbed a sword, summoned a bow that shot an arrow that turned into another sword, and used that to attack. I'm like, yo, this is the sauciest shit that I have ever seen.
unlimited blade works.
God damn.
What level do you have to be in Dungeons and Dragons to do that shit? Is that like?
Like,
Let's see, you gotta.
you gotta buy a rule
No,
book.
no. So that's a conjuration spell.
Yep.
Using a real physical sword
So you're
to
gonna want
conjure a
someone who
bow.
decks because you're using a bow.
Well, no, it's a deck. It's sketch.
You
well, it
never
depends, 'cause
actually use
in
the
my
bow
opinion,
for
War
offense.
bows are scaled with strength. The whole
Yeah.
idea that bows are scaled with dex instead of strength is stupid.
I was gonna
Oh, you
say the
mean
same
like-
thing.
Right.
Yeah, I mean crossbows would probably be decks.
Crossbows definitely. Those are definitely dex weapons. But an actual bow,
You gotta be
you're
ripped.
pulling like
I think you
150
honestly need
com.
both for bow.
Nah, I don't think. Why would dexterity be aiming? That's the thing I don't understand.
Well, that's a part of like dexterity is like aiming would be
No, because you
like
still have
aiming.
to aim a great sword when you swing.
Not to precision.
Yes,
Right.
you do. That's how you decapitate somebody.
A great sword? That's just big.
Covering so much more ground.
Yeah.
If
I-
if you're
No, no,
swinging, if you're doing a wide swing as opposed to a single target like arrow.
Dexterity
Even
makes sense for dual-handed great swords, like I would use in Elden Ring, like having 2 separate
That's
great
still a fucking
swords.
strength build. You need to be able to
put
hold
it-
6. That's still a strength build.
Kenpachi tells
You have
me
to be
one
strong
thing.
and dexterous.
So you need to be both.
Right.
Right, but then also,
You
like,
always
a lot of
need the
Elden Ring
strength.
weapons have minimum double stat requirements.
Yeah.
But still, the whole idea that dexterity... Then why don't mages need dex to aim their spells then?
I would think
About
they do.
Why? It's about the money.
But I still have to aim if I'm trying to headshot somebody with a glintstone comet.
Fair enough.
Like, that'd be something different if we're talking about, like, a comet. Just fucking Azure comet just Kamehameha on a motherfucker.
Right.
We're talking about, like, a glintstone pedal.
Or you just kind of shoot it in the general direction and it just like kind of floats and, you know, the aim helps you out there when you lock on. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
It's magic. It's different.
Yeah.
It's different realms.
Yeah.
Maybe gravity doesn't affect it as much.
That's the ethereal. Like, you know, a bow is like the physical.
Yeah.
No. Especially since we're talking about a bow, a sword that turns into a bow. That's just an arrow.
That is how we got here.
And also, the spell is arrow rain. The spell in the first place is arrow rain. So I don't know. I still don't know the sword turning into a bow part. But definitely the arrow turning into swords. That would just be like a fancy arrow.
I gotta be a bigger greatsword made out that's light that has
Unless
the
your
physical
greatsword is
property.
actually just a big ass arrow, and it only looks like a great sword because of the size difference between it and you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
But see, you got to think of it in the mind frame of the Quincy Powers.
See, that doesn't work in D&D like that.
See, we need a bleach-based
Tabletop?
tabletop role.
Does that exist?
No. And the reason
There's
why
a
is
fan-made
because it's hard
one
enough to
online
get your
somewhere.
players to actually finish their goddamn character sheets on time, let alone getting them to figure out how to make their own Shikai and Bankai.
Oh, yeah.
That would take them all 30 years.
Well, it's bold
Not
of you
a-
to assume that they're going to come in being able to use their Shikai and their Bankai.
Right.
It's bold that I assume that they'll have their character sheets done on time.
Fair enough.
Your Shikai and Bankai are sections on the character sheet.
But it's grayed out. It's like, you're not... No.
You don't
You
get
don't get it until level 3.
You're getting fucked up by hollows, my boy.
Until level 3. But then you go into the 5th edition problem, where 5th edition is really designed to be played from 3 to 12, not from level 1. Because then no one's going to want to play that game without their fucking Shikai.
Also, you don't get anything until after level 12, too, so there's no purpose.
No, you get a lot of stuff after. After level 12 is when you get stupid.
Oh. I don't think we've ever made it that far.
No, we have not.
Are y'all going to go see that the Dungeons and Dragons
You
movie?
best believe I'm going to see that Dungeons.
I actually heard that shit was good, and it looked good. I'm like,
I'm going to wait for it to hit HBO, because something else hit HBO that because everything I've been missing in the theaters lately has just been coming to streaming ridiculously fast. Bullet Train hit Netflix really fast.
not before going on sale first.
I mean, see, I didn't even know it was available for sale because I probably would have bought it because I was just down to watch Bullet Train, but that hit Netflix pretty fast.
I wanted to hate on it, then I watched it. I was like, yeah,
It's
this
so
is-
much fun.
I'm like,
It's
yeah,
just a
this is.
fun-ass
I'm like, this
action
is
movie.
good. This is good.
And then House Party's on HBO Max, and I had seen a trailer for House Party. Should I not watch House Party?
House Party. One of those reboots.
Yeah.
Reboots of
2023.
old ass movie.
I don't even know who's in it, so no. Just don't. Do yourself a favor.
And I could. Speaking of watching stuff, has anybody been watching The Mandalorian?
I didn't even know it was back out.
Yeah.
I really want a Mandalorian game. That's because
I mean, there
So
is-
basically, you want
there's one
1313 that was basically removed from existence.
There's
Yeah.
one on what, PS2, GameCube, that era.
That wasn't-
Like the Boba Fett game, I guess.
yeah, but Boba Fett's not really
Well, no, Boba Fett in the modern canon isn't it.
right.
He used to be the. Okay, first things first.
He had a
Expanded Star
jetpack.
Wars
That was
is
the
way
coolest
cooler
shit
than
that
anything
niggas seen
Disney
back
had managed
then.
to produce ever since. Like the fact that Mara Jade Skywalker will never be on screen is a sin upon itself. Where the fuck is my badass redhead with a goddamn lightsaber and dark side powers? The fuck?
I mean, I think it's still a possibility with the
No, they can't because they fucked up Luke's storyline. Like she can't show up.
Yeah.
Because Luke wasn't fucking.
Apparently not. Apparently not, because no way Mara would have let him just be all grumpy and sad on the planet like he was in episode 8.
That's true.
Should have been like, the fuck?
Bullshit.
You ate a planet, motherfucker. What the fuck? This is not even the worst thing you've done this week. God, the fact that we'll never see Dark Empire. Oh, that's painful. Dark Empire was the shit. You found out that fucking Palpatine has been cloning himself throughout the years. That's how he's been fucking staying alive.
They kind of went into that.
Well,
A bastardized version of that.
not even a bastardized version of that. They just... Oh my god.
It wasn't good.
It's so bad. It's just bad for the sake of being bad. Heck, the timeline of The Mandalorian doesn't even make sense because apparently it's been over years. Apparently.
Well, yeah, so if you watched The Mandalorian that's why I was wondering if any of you had watched it. Because I don't think anybody else watched the Book of Boba Fett.
I watched the Book of Boba Fett.
Oh.
It started off all right, but then they said, fuck it, we're just going to be Mandalorian season.
Yeah,
Like,
season
what the
3,
fuck?
they're like,
but
fuck
it. also shows me
it.
the fact that they had nothing for that character. They
Yeah.
just did Boba Fett once again to play on our nostalgia.
They
get us
used the name
interested,
Boba Fett to make people who cared about Boba Fett watch the show.
and then abandoned him 3 episodes in.
Yep.
And then also,
Fuck him
his story
and his
arc
bastard
doesn't make
tank.
And the worst part is his story arc doesn't even make sense from the previous season of Mandalorian.
No, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No, it doesn't, because he literally had to go through the same storyline twice.
What, of that he had to take off his helmet?
No, okay, he's not even part of the helmet wearing sect, so he could take his helmet on and off. That doesn't matter.
He is part of the helmet wearing
He is
set.
now, but that's like they're not even a main sect Mandalorians. Like that
Yeah.
entire thing is a splinter group of a splinter group of a splinter group.
Yeah, in season 3 they're saying like, "Oh, you and your cult," but yeah,
They've been calling it a cult since season 1. Fucking
yeah,
Bo-Katan said that.
yeah. Well, Bo-Katan, like, they're in Mandalore.
I was seeing if anybody wants some water.
Because Radical's asking me if.
Oh, I'm good.
Yes. But like, see, this is the thing about it is Star Wars has not delivered anything I give a fuck about in so long. Let me rephrase. My entire life, the good parts of Star Wars, the best parts of Star Wars have been the books and the games. The High Republic is fucking lit. If they actually gave us a High Republic show, I'd be happy as a motherfucker. But they're not going to, because that would imply them actually doing something good for once in their life. Like the one show I was actually interested in seeing, The Acolyte, may be in production hell now because they kicked off one of their producers so bad there's now a fucking lawsuit around it.
Hey, yo.
Right, it's like, God, how do you fumble Star Wars this fucking hard? It's so easy.
But they're
I
also
don't know. Because the fans are never going to be pleased.
yeah.
So
Honestly,
I wouldn't say that it's easy.
It's like
but
it's the
they
Final
are making
Fantasy
the wrong decisions.
problem.
It definitely sounds like.
Well, no, fans could be pleased if you gave us the range of Star Wars, because
No,
that's
they
the
would-
problem. Like, think
the
about
fans
it.
will never
In the
be
sequel
pleased,
trilogy, Our character trinity only interacts once throughout the entirety of it. The way Star Wars movies work is we have our trinity, whether it be Luke, Leia, Han, or Obi-Wan, Anakin, Padme.
Who the fuck is the Trinity in the current?
In the sequel trilogy, it was
Rey.
supposed to be Finn, Poe, Rey, but they only interact once, so it doesn't actually happen.
Yes.
So Poe was the third one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Poe
Yeah.
Dameron.
Poe Dameron. Yep.
That was cool.
I mean, he was cool, but he was just like, yeah, I just kind of like pilot shit.
If you
every
look
so
at the
often.
marketing
Han Solo.
and
Han
the
Solo. He was supposed to
Well, actually, funny enough, Poe is supposed to be Leia, Finn is Han,
be. Okay.
and Rey is Luke. That's how it was supposed to work. 'Cause
and
as you
Captain
see,
Phasma was supposed to be a badass character.
you mean you're supposed to actually do something? Heck, what
Right.
happened to Finn's plotline?
What plot
Exactly.
Exactly.
And they're definitely not getting
Oh, absolutely. They're not getting any of them back.
right.
Like after the heck, they were,
That's
like,
the problem.
Like literally,
If they
during
could go
interviews,
back and
they were making fun of how bad that movie is. Like, hey, maybe the ships learned to fly. What do you mean learn to fly? They've been using them since the Clone Wars. Come on.
right. So they
It's fundamentally, they don't want to do the things that make Star Wars good. Like fundamentally, like we could try and blame the fans as much as we want,
But
but you
Andor-
have to also pretend that anything they've given us since hasn't been shit. Minus the Mandalorian.
well, no, I haven't watched Andor yet because like
Oh, and Andor was good. I watched
Yeah,
Andor. But heck,
Andor
was
apparently-
good because it's a Rogue One prequel. It's Rogue One again. We're fighting fascists like we used to. Like.
yeah. So Rogue One is not Rogue One. Andor is the thing that right now seems to have fans pleased as far as like it's the best thing out of anything post original trilogy except maybe Rogue One.
You mean sequel trilogy?
No, they don't like the sequel trilogy either.
No one likes the sequel trilogy because the sequel trilogy is bad. Like fundamentally, those movies are
Well,
bad.
no, I'm talking about the prequel trilogy. So
No,
nobody.
the prequel trilogy. Okay, so the thing about the prequel trilogy is that they all.
It's all threes, Madrid. It's all threes.
I don't care.
Look,
These movies are exhausting at this point. God damn it. Just go watch the old ones.
But
Because those are the gold standards, right?
here's the
I don't
funny thing
know.
about it.
I'm watching
The
the
original
shit because
set.
there's a Dark Saber and a Mandalorian who, like, the shit that's going on in the Mandalorian is interesting to me.
Look.
So I'm watching that.
Didn't the
Mandalorian-
Knights of the Old Republic game get pushed or indefinitely shelved?
Well, it was being made by a port studio, so
Yeah, that was being made by a port studio.
a port
it's-
studio.
yes,
Yes.
Aspire.
They didn't have the big dogs on that.
Yeah, they didn't have a name studio. There's no like the studio behind it. Everybody's like, wait, them? Really? You sure?
But here's
This is your last chance.
and then also, let's
Say
not
psych.
forget that the other Star Wars game that's supposed to be coming out that isn't Jedi Survivor is being made by Crystal Dynamics, and I don't have no hope for that. Because that's David. All the women in my games are
Oh, no,
whores. Kate.
that's
No,
not-
no, 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 no.
Oh,
No, not
no.
that's
Not Crystal
Not Crystal
Dynamics.
Dynamics. I mean, fuck.
Quantic.
Quantic Dream. Quantic Dream, my bad. That's David. All the women in my games are horse cage. Fucking studio. I'm not gonna let him get away from that. I can't.
You can't write on
But yeah.
But like, here's the
Ooh,
weird
Jedi
problem with Star
Survivor,
Wars
man.
is just the fact is we haven't had a spacefaring adventure. Like, we haven't had an actual spacefaring adventure.
it. Was Obi-Wan good?
No,
I liked Obi-Wan.
absolutely not.
What did
The first few
Obi-Wan in
The
Obi-Wan?
Kenobi show was pointless. Like,
Is that what it
literally
was called,
existed-
Kenobi?
The
Kenobi, yeah.
Vampirics sucked on our nostalgia.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Except Baby Leia was cool. She was funny.
Baby Leia was cool.
But that's also because you just have a smart mouth child. That's always fun.
Oh yeah, essentially that show is a prime example of like a lot of the problems with Star Wars because it's like
Nothing new.
Leia
all
is
nostalgia.
not supposed to know Obi-Wan Kenobi,
Yeah.
No.
and she would definitely
No, she does know Obi. She's supposed to know Obi-Wan.
not like the fact that they went on an adventure together and like Ben when they meet in like the trilogy their relationship isn't like, oh yeah, by the way, remember that time I got your
'Cause that was
hitchhiked your
years
ass
ago. He
across.
needed her to save her again. Save me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. Like, that's a direct line from Episode 4. The message that Luke finding R2 was supposed to go find Kenobi in the first place. But instead he got captured by Jawas, saved by Luke, and Luke watched the message. It's like, oh, Old Man Kenobi. Let me take you to Old Man Kenobi. And then the movie starts. Like, she would know him, and she would also know that he exists. It's really just the fact that the whole entire point of that show was to feed on our nostalgia. Like,
I'm
there's no
forgetting.
stakes
Oh,
in that show. Because Leia couldn't have gotten captured because she has to be in Episode 4. The confrontation
I can't fuck
between
with no
Obi-Wan and
stakes.
Anakin could not actually be epic. Well,
it was fucking epic.
It was
I don't give a
it
single.
was odd.
The stakes, like the actual scene itself, great. Everything around the scene, how you got there, like how you get back, like how it ended, like all the ancillary shit.
It wanted
but that shit
so badly to
looked
be Obi-Wan
great.
versus Maul for the final time. It wanted to be that so badly. God.
That happened.
In Rebels.
Okay.
And also it was fucking sick. by the
We're
way.
getting like. So the reason that I liked Kenobi is because it introduced me to the Inquisitors, which made me go play Jedi
Why did you watch
Fallen
fucking
Order.
Rebels, a show that's actually good with the Inquisitors?
I need to watch Rebels, but I'm aware that if I watch it, I need to watch the Clone Wars because I definitely fell off the Clone Wars before
You
the
do need to
Clone
finish
Wars.
the Clone Wars.
Right, I need to finish the fucking Clone
But
Wars.
you don't have to watch the
Then
Clone
I
Wars
need
to
to
watch
watch
Rebels,
Rebels, and I need to watch Bad Batch.
Okay, I'm gonna
That's
I
a whole
will
fucking-
forever read that as bad bitch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this right now. Just watch Rebels. Just watch Rebels. Rebels is
Rebels.
good. Like, it's really fucking good.
Yeah, that Dark Saber fucking Mandalorians and not restrained in current Disney. Like,
See,
they
right,
don't
and-
have the limiters that they put on the Mandalorian show in Rebels.
And this is the thing about it, though, is... Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. Fucking Disney. Just do the High Republic. Just drop this Age of Rebellion bullshit. Just do the High Republic. You know, we got the Jedi in the height of their power. They're not dogmatic, so everyone's running around with different colored fucking lightsabers. You have aliens who are literally torturing people to make a dark side engine so Jedi's powers don't work. Like, the High Republic is sick as fuck.
Yeah,
But that would imply Disney having a good idea.
I need live action Cal Kestis. That is the one thing that I need out of all of these shows, because we're getting live action Blue Dude. Or we got live action, not that Blue Dude.
Then who are you talking about?
From the Clone Wars.
You mean the
With the
tactician?
hat? With the hat and the, like, breathing apparatus.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm talking about. The
like
bounty.
A Shito situation. Oh my god. I have no idea what you're talking about. There's so many goddamn blue people. Is he a Twi'lek? Is he a... What the fuck is he?
What?
He doesn't have the Twi'leks or the tail hair.
They got like
Yeah.
the dread
Yeah, not
hair
them.
things.
He's like a blue
Is he
bounty
the
hunter
fish-
with
is he like the
red
fish
eyes.
guy?
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Who died so unceremoniously in fucking Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, so getting him live action was cool. So now I need live action Cal Kestis.
I'm going to say right now, I don't think they would actually do his character any justice in that. Like, I'm serious. They're going to... Like, because this is the habit Disney has with their characters and why the sequel trilogy sucks so bad is that because their new characters are made out of cardboard, they have to kick our favorites in the balls to try and elevate the cardboard. Just blatantly.
The Naruto problem. Like, let's nerf everybody now named Naruto or Sasuke. To make
Basically, but
we're gonna buff the shit out of them too, but we're just gonna make everybody look that much worse in
Right.
comparison.
Except no one gets buffed.
Except no one gets buffed. I
No,
see.
there's no buffs.
That's just not fun.
It's not.
Right, yeah. To be fair, Star Wars, being into Star Wars is not fun. So,
Being into
I agree.
if you're what I like to call an anime only, live action, anything on Disney Plus, it's not fun. If you've been reading the books, if you're a manga reader, you're having a great time. If you've been reading the books and the comics, things are great. The books and the comics are really good. You get all the
and the
great story-
games. And the games.
And the games.
Games is
And the
good.
games. We've been getting some good games. Now I just need an RPG so I can wield the dark side again. God, I miss shooting lightning from my fingertips.
Rip,
God, I need Kreia back. I need Kreia to just start fucking monologuing about the Force.
what's the team that is the not BioWare? Where'd everybody from BioWare go? Or did they just all say fuck it and leave the industry? Because the Respawn team, that like everybody who left Respawn that was making Apex good and made Titanfall, they all went made new studio, and so like friendship ended with Respawn. This new studio is my new best friend. Because I'm like, if all the people that made it's like Overwatch, all the people that made Overwatch good left Overwatch, and now Overwatch is just simply not good
I mean,
anymore.
that happens all the time.
Right.
That's what the industry does to you. Remember, on the Anthem development was so bad, they literally called it suicide leave.
Shit.
Just straight up. They're like, they're not coming back. God. Bad Batch is actually pretty good, though. But it's just like, come on, I just want to see... I just miss the esotericness of the Force. Back when it was like, yeah, we're space wizards doing space wizardry.
Right. When you had to meditate.
Meditating,
Fucking-
cloning yourself, and then possessing it with your own Force ghost so you could live eternally. God. Star Wars was cool as shit.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Star Wars has a lot of really cool...
That's a summertime rendering reference.
Fucking summertime rendering.
Someone here?
Rip
Podcast is being
Disney
invaded.
plus Star Wars. That's basically all I gotta say. Like, the only one that they had coming out that I was interested in, other than the Ahsoka show, because, you know, that's what's its face's waifu, anime waifu, which was is probably in the gutter. Pain.
Right.
All right. Has anybody played anything notable this week?
Soul Hackers 2.
Oh,
I finally got to sit down and play Soul Hackers.
Is it on Game Pass?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And it's fun as fuck.
Nice.
I like the characters. The city is fucking sick. I love the aesthetic.
Yeah,
I
like
like the-
that. For me, that is one of the 2D character art is some of the crispest 2D character portraits.
And they're so expressive. They're
Right.
so fucking expressive.
That shit is if you are into games like that,
Yeah.
where the Persona thing of your scenes are just 2D character portraits talking to each other with the text bubble in
Well,
the
the
middle.
backgrounds are the 3D models looking at each other.
Right. Soul Hackers 2 does that shit really well.
You mean an RPG that's not from America?
And also, it takes, and then also you could see how Atlas has learned from SMT5 and Persona.
Mm-hmm.
All-out attacks you have an all-out attack in this game called Sabbath. So instead of getting extra turns for hitting weaknesses, you stack up your Sabbath, which is your all-out attack at the end of the turn.
That's cool.
And you're equipping demons to your allies to determine what skills you get.
Oh, I see.
Right. And then
I'll fuck
as
with
you
that.
build up your soul bond and get to know the characters, you unlock their dungeon in the Matrix.
Can you equip multiple
No.
demons to them?
No.
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 Can you? Is that unlockable later?
I doubt it. I don't know
Can
yet.
Can you equip multiple to yourself?
No.
So you just get one, too.
Yeah, you get one.
Oh, I
One
see.
demon per character.
So one demon per character. So it's okay. I see. I see.
Yeah,
I see
it's
what
one of
it
those, right. And so, but once you, like in SMT5, once you get all the skills that a demon has in their kit, they'll give you something. This is an equipable item for example, the first ones you get is hey, this is an extra thunder damage, extra fire damage. And you could also get your comp upgraded to do things like extra gun damage, extra attack. You have
Can you give them permanent moves from demons?
not that I know of,
Okay.
but you'll probably just fuse up the demons you want.
I'm sure it's going to be on PlayStation something soon enough, so I'll just wait for that.
So premium is how I played the first 2 hours.
I don't care about previews. They do nothing for me outside of the demo. I'm whoa, I just want the game. You're going to put it on this service, so I'm just going to wait for you to put the full game on the service.
I mean,
Unless it's on a super sale.
the trials for me have just been, it's all right, I want to check out this game, boot it up, try it out, and play enough of it for me to be all right, play that game. And then,
Also, I'm really appreciating that the fact that the entire cast are adults.
That's
I appreciate
I need Persona 6. Set that bitch in college, please.
Oh, okay.
At the fucking least, we don't need to have the creepy, just the dialogue
We don't
around the
have
fact
I don't
that
have
the
any
protagonist
literacy.
can date adults. Let's just nip that in the bud. I'm sick of arguing about it
Yep.
because I'm not defending it, but
Nope.
I put myself in those shoes. I'm I'm an adult, so I'm going to date the adults.
But then also, it's one of those things where it's
Don't make me feel weird about this.
right, and then also,
Yeah.
don't give that motherfucker the access to be weird about these fucking anime characters. Because I'm also tired of that.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Soul Hackers 2, a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. The revival item is a cigarette because it'd be like that.
It do be like that.
It'd be like that.
For me, it's a type of cigarette
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's called the revival.
that contains no tobacco.
And also, I appreciate the fact that you could just buy SP items from the jump.
Oh, that's cool.
That's something I really do fucking appreciate.
Thank God.
And
Are
then
they
also-
fighting a homeboy?
Oh yeah, he's rapping too.
I
Yeah.
know.
His rhymes are terrible. And then when you
Like
beat
he's
him,
doing the thing.
yeah,
you know
and
what
then
I'm
when
saying?
you beat
I'm
him,
rapping.
fucking Ringo starts rapping about how something take the L. It's like, God damn it, Ringo. The amount of times you say, God damn it, Ringo. I love Ringo. These are fun characters. You got your decent good boy, you got your edgy lady, you got your fucking sly, is everything that comes out of your mouth smooth talking or a joke.
Yeah, you can't see my eyes because of my bangs.
Right. Right. Why does this man have bangs and a fucking hat and a scarf on?
That's how you know he's shady.
Right?
There's something about character design that like sells their personality. It's like, oh, that
Exactly.
motherfucker's shady. Like you can look at her and tell she's an idol, even though she's not an idol, but she is.
You'll get Melody, and she's so fucking edgy with the fucking rose earring. The character designs are so cool, and the world is so cool.
Did he just throw up his set?
Yes, he like this mother. No, his name is Rhyme Soldier. That's his fucking name too. Rhyme
What
Soldier.
Shinjuku, nigga? Real Demon City shit.
No, it's real Phantom Society shit. That's his set. Soul Hackers 2 is good. It's gonna end up being like a 7 out of 10 ass game. Like
7 out of 10 ass games are still lit.
Right,
I
so,
appreciate
yeah.
those. Those are what keeps me playing
what it
games
is.
in the first
Oh,
place.
yeah.
If you spend all your time waiting for 10s, you'll play maybe 1 or 2 games a year.
Right.
A year.
Right?
I'm thinking I got like 3 out of last generation, and then now all 3 of those are on current generation. Well, 2 out of 3 essentially. Last generation, Monster Hunter World, Final Fantasy XIV, and Tetris Effect
Nah, you're
Connected.
missing one.
What?
Nier
Spider?
Automata.
Oh.
Yeah. Nope. No,
I need a
Nier
native
Automata.
PS5 version, Yoko Taro. Where is it? The money is ready to go.
Yeah.
Right.
The anime is back
And
too.
they're not
I
done
thought they
building
would
it,
have.
'cause there was
I
a
thought they
young
would have
pop-up
dropped it.
They
Story
dropped
of the
like how many episodes of the fucking anime? Because they stopped after 3.
Because it's on hiatus.
Yeah.
No, it's at like episode 8.
It came back a few weeks ago.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, they came back, and it seems like they dropped more than 1 episode when they came back, and then
Because there's fucking near replicant references in the show.
oh yeah, and they do a way. Maybe it's just because I'm aware of the things that I'm looking at or earlier on. It's like
Right.
y'all just aren't hiding redacted or redacted, are you?
Right,
Yeah?
well, remember, the way the game did it originally is 2B doesn't get to understand anything because she has to fight Adam, and then 9S is like, Eve. Because she has to go fight Eve, and then 9S gets all the plot.
Oh yeah. And we're getting pieces of everything from the anime.
Right.
I definitely need to catch up on those last few episodes because I haven't watched since it went on hiatus.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Soul Hackers 2, good. It's fun.
Nier Automata, also very good.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Attack on Titan. Anybody else watch it?
Yeah. I watched it.
Are you caught up? Did you watch Attack on Titan, Chris?
I'm just waiting for it to end because I read it all. I'm just waiting for it to actually be done so I can just sit down and watch it.
It's only one more thing, allegedly.
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 It'd be really hard because it's like the volume 33 and 34 are the last 2 volumes, or 34 is all that's left to be animated. And the way they did 33 was that 1 hour thing
It was the whole volume.
was the whole volume 33.
That's what it felt like.
Right. So they just were like, all right.
That shit was
When it's
good.
completed, and I can say that it's
Hino
done, I will
Kamikana.
sit down. Because, once again, I've already read it. I'm just going to wait for it to be done.
I think it's worth. How far back did you stop watching? Did you at least start watching the final season?
No. The only thing I haven't watched is
The thing that just
the
dropped?
thing that's just dropped.
Okay.
Because I watched because when it was like
We're
final
getting
season part 2,
back.
I think is where I dropped.
We're getting Bleach back before Attack on Titan's going to be
You
over.
know what? I'm fine with that because the next thing I need is fucking Witch from Mercury.
Oh,
Fucking my
yes.
life up.
Let's go. The trailer, though, so the trailer got me hyped, but I'm also seeing that they might have just fumbled they switched it to 11 at the end, and then they're going to switch it back to 2.
I'm here for the drama though, because that's also the thing about it is I'm here for the drama.
What the Mercury?
Like I'm here for the drama between the two of them because the way that last season ended. Whew, them girls are going through it.
Right, but it seems
still
like,
need to watch it.
based off the trailer, that they're not going as through it as you would expect them to be going through it post the end of that last part.
I mean, it's probably just a trailer. Them shits
Right.
they can be cut to show anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's something.
And it's like, okay, we have them
this-
thinking it's turned up. Let's subvert their expectations with the trailer, and then like let's just keep it turned up.
I'm ready for this shit.
Yeah.
Also, they did add Gundam Heavy Arms to Gundam Evolute.
It
Did
seems
they
to
fix
be.
the lever penalty when the server
No.
kicks you from the game?
They're not
No.
fixing any of that shit. That shit
No.
is.
I'm
Those
literally
are not
one of the
bugs.
people who
Those
bitch
are
about backfills.
features.
Here we go.
They need to change those features. That is the thing. Like,
Like,
it doesn't make sense.
why
Like,
are you punishing me because your servers are shit?
you fucking kick us from games regularly. Just let us back in. If you would just let us back in, it wouldn't be an issue.
But they can't let us back in because they have to hit us with the lever penalty.
See,
Why are you trying to minimize your player base?
I don't know what y'all
You
are
think y'all
expecting
huge?
from this
No, no,
game.
no. You know what? No. This is the only thing keeping me from buying fucking Gunpla, man.
What does that game spec?
Yes. Because I love me some Gundam and fucking what a Gunpla.
I'm still looking at that SD Gundam aerial.
I'm not into Super Deformed. I'm not into Super Deforms. Like,
I fuck with
They're
it.
cute
Yeah,
and cool.
they're cute.
Yeah.
But it's like, they look like beat 'em on to me.
slick.
Yeah.
Hey yo. Like Beat 'em on was interesting. It's like, okay, you want to sell toys, but it's like, how do you really sell some shit like this? You know what I'm saying? Beyblade, you know, that's cut and dry. You sell the fucking arenas, you sell the different Beyblades, you tell us that it's remote controlled. That shit was a fucking lie.
Oh, and then you sell us fucking...
You gotta put your
The
sticker
different
in.
bit beast. You can
not
buy
just
the
big
different
but
piece.
also the fucking... God. The launchers with the fancy computer in it that has its own game inside. I still have mine. Like... There's ways to sell us toys. It's not that hard.
Right. Oh man, just the realization that damn near every cartoon was made to sell toys
Heck,
specifically.
the amount of good shows that were canceled because of selling toys. That's what happened to Teen Titans.
Yeah.
Fucking nuts.
Too many girls were watching it, and they couldn't figure. And they were just like, "Hey, let's not sell them Starfire, Raven, Blackfire, Terra, stuff that
Right.
everyone else
Right.
wanted."
Yep.
Oh,
Teen Titans, I feel like just
it
at
was,
least in my purview of
it
toys.
was peak.
Yeah, Teen
That was
Titans.
peak Cartoon Network right there.
That was the era.
I'm like, damn, this is both a cartoon and somehow this is anime.
I mean, shit. It is Hamburger Shonen. It is peak Hamburger Shonen,
yes, peak
and that's what I'm calling American cartoons now. It's Hamburger Shonen.
Hamburger Shonen.
The fact that we'll never actually find out who Red X was. Oh my god.
Right?
Right, so every time I see a Robin, I gotta verify this is
Dick Grayson.
who is now
He
Nightwing.
Yes.
turns into Nightwing.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dick Grayson turns into Nightwing. Jason Todd, the second Robin, or the Robin who died, turns into Red Hood. Tim Drake, the third Robin,
Is a little
doesn't
bitch
have
boy.
a cool name. He's technically Red Robin these days. One time he tried to go by Drake. It's like,
Is he still a bitch boy? That's the bitch made one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you got to remember, is his parents are rich enough to be Bruce Wayne's neighbor, but he's also the best detective out of them all.
Ah,
Like that's his actual skill.
So he's a cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck
bitch
him.
made.
Well, actually, no. He stops being bitch made because on his first adventure, he actually learns about, crime being a side effect of poverty and not that. So he loses a lot of his bitch made, but then right
Oh,
after
so he
that,
picks
Jason
up some
Todd
of that
comes back.
wokeness, huh?
So he's just never gonna.
Hanging out with Duke.
This was before Duke.
And there's no way he could have been Red X.
Who?
Jason
Todd?
Todd.
No. Jason Todd could not have been Red X.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they. The thing is like, who did they show in the show that could have been Red X? That
Nobody.
we would exactly. That's my thing. 'Cause I'm like, so this has to be somebody that they haven't showed, but for some reason knows everything about Robin.
But wait, isn't don't these characters, isn't all of this canon to Titans, the live action?
Titans rips a lot of this off.
Oh, so Titans
The
isn't a
original
live
Teen
action.
Titans team is what we see on the screen.
Right.
That's the original team. And then there was
Booyah.
except we are missing Donna Troy. We
Who's
are
that?
missing Donna Troy.
Tara?
No. Donna Troy is Wonder Girl. She's the Amazon of the group. They never put her in a cartoon.
Damn, that would have been fine.
Right.
The
It
Teen
would have been too
Titans
many girls,
are
huh?
fine.
Is that what it is?
Raven and Beast Boy are top tier.
They are.
Look, I'm
They're
going to say
all
this
top
right
tier.
now. The
They
fact
are.
that, look,
Except
I don't
for maybe
care
Robin.
about your
He's
Barbara
like
Gordon, Dick
right
Grayson
below.
shippers. Dick Grayson needs to end up with Starfire. That is the best couple. Like, out just
Right.
blatantly.
That's what I'm thinking.
Heck, in the comics, they have a kid.
Do Raven and Beast Boy have a kid?
No.
Damn.
Not for lack of trying, but they just don't. I'm pretty sure Beast Boy can't keep his genetics consistent enough for that.
Fair enough.
Did you just turn into an eel? Yeah. When I climax, sometimes I just.
I mean, there is multiple storylines where Beast Boy can't control his own genetics and keeps randomly turning into stuff.
Yeah.
Like, Slade had that boy traumatized. Like, what the fuck?
Do we ever? Actually, I don't remember. I probably do know. Do we ever find out who Slade was?
Yeah, Deathstroke.
Oh.
That's why his name is Slade. Slade Wilson.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't call him Deathstroke in this show.
Yeah, they were like, we can't call him Deathstroke. We can have him be Justice Menace and be the child predator that he always was.
Yeah.
But we can't, we
Use
can't
the
call him
name
Deathstroke.
Death.
Whew. Good times. Hamburger Shonen for you, right?
Right? Peak Hamburger Shonen.
I gotta put that. This was gonna be the problem with Star Wars episode, but I guess now this is the
Hamburger Shonen?
Hamburger Shonen.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Like, this was peak Cartoon Network because we also had, like, Justice League where they gave us the Wonder Bat ship, which was also, like, really good. Like, oh, my God. I miss this era of Cartoon Network.
I'm wishing HBO Max would give us, because the Harley Quinn show is so good, if they could take the team from the Harley Quinn show and make a Teen Titans, but with
I don't need that. I don't want the Harley Quinn team on there because they're spending too much time taking the piss out of it. Like, I want a second generation Titan show with like Tim Drake and his team. So that'd be Tim Drake, Wally West, the rest of his team. I want a show played straight. That's what I want.
get Man of Action, free him from the shackles of Cartoon Network.
Right? Just like,
Or Gandry Tarkovsky, make a fucking DC show.
right. Just,
That is like James Gunn, just do the thing.
James Gunn is starting to piss me off.
Yeah, because James Gunn came in and it's like, all right, James Gunn is going to do the goddamn thing.
I knew
and
he
then,
wasn't going to do the thing. I knew from the jump he wasn't going to do the thing because he was too busy huffing his own piss.
Right.
Because that's the thing about
My
it. He
safe
won.
bet is I just never trust white men. No offense, Chris.
I mean,
That's fair.
and he had to work for
I trust.
Yeah.
it. But it's like, because he won. He got kicked
He
off
did
of
win.
DC because of whataboutism on the internet, went to Marvel, dropped bangers.
oh yeah, Guardians 3 is probably going to slap. Guardians 3 is like, I think Guardians 3 is the sleeper hit out of all the shits, but I felt like Multiverse of Madness would have been that before, and
Okay.
we see how that turned out.
Okay,
Man,
here's
that
my
shit,
problem
I
with
didn't-
Multiverse of
I did
Madness
not like
is
that shit.
Multiverse of Madness
Squander
should not
title.
have Wanda in it. I'm going to say this right now. It should not have been Wanda. It should have been Strange versus Evil Strange going through dimensions. But
Yes.
no, everything has
Yeah.
to link up to their fucking shows.
Yeah. It was like he didn't even watch the. He didn't even watch the shows.
They had to character assassinate Wanda just to get her into this mess in the fucking first place.
Right.
Like anything that, like, cause I sat through and watched fucking WandaVision so I could watch that fucking movie, and I was disappointed on both fronts. So I'm multiply fucking disappointed by
I'm gonna
that
say
shit.
right now, I wish I cared more about the Marvels. That should have been my jam, but I don't give a
The
fuck.
Marvels
And I'll tell
really
you why I
should
don't
be
give a fuck.
fucking god
Because in
tier.
an attempt to make Carol Danvers an interesting character, Marvel has been having her eat off of Monica's plate this entire fucking time. Everything Carol has done, Monica did first. Leading the Avengers, Monica did it first. Being Captain Marvel, Monica did it first. Like, just eating off her plate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Right. Right. Just,
That never happens IRL.
right. Oh my god. And then
That's
it's
my
like at Carol's
favorite
best,
plot
she's just a
device.
cop. Like at her best, she's just a fucking cop. Like, come on.
At her best, she's just a fucking cop. Also, stop Cop City.
Yeah,
Fuck
fuck
that.
Cop City.
Fuck Cop City.
Heck, like, oh my god, the APD has been fucking wilding in this shit. Like, they're just coming on to people's public property, going after people. Like, oh my god, why is this country descending into fascism? Fucking white people.
There's your answer.
Is there a Q&A with some
Oh,
comments?
and also, fuck the mayor, bitch made motherfucker. Hasn't said a goddamn word about anything. And then the fact that the Atlanta City Council has not listened to anybody. They were on their fucking phones like a bunch of whiny bitches. I hate all of them. Just because you put
Facts.
somebody of different genders and color in these positions of power does not mean they will actually do anything to fix these systems of power.
To benefit, like, the groups that they represent. Like, you essentially get elected due to the fact that you're a person of color, due to the fact that you're a woman, due to the fact that, and that is one of the things is like these people, like people are relying on you to represent that group that got you there.
Right.
And that is never how it works, unfortunately. Like, that is not once has someone gotten elected. Like, people voted for Barack Obama because he was black. Did Barack Obama help black people? I mean, that's it on a macro scale, but if you just...
Yes and no. Yes and no. Not enough. Not
Right.
enough to actually
Right.
fix anything. But then once again, U.S. president, his job is to make sure the military-industrial complex can keep bombing schools in other countries.
True.
Stark Industries.
And harvesting oil.
Heck, it wasn't even... Heck, we weren't even in Iraq.
Right. The oil, like, that's the crazy part.
No,
Like,
it's not even what's about oil. It wasn't about oil. Think about it. Every
Yeah.
single country the U.S. has did that bullshit to became the new hub of drug production. Vietnam, Golden Triangle, South America, the South American drug trade. What happened to Iraq? It's now the biggest supplier of opium. That's where the fentanyl's coming from. They gotta keep us drugged, so they make sure we don't kick down and do a good old-fashioned American Revolution, the sequel.
That's true.
I almost made a joke, but that would, like, it's not a joke I can make on a podcast that's going out publicly.
Fuck the U.S.
Yeah, I mean, we can go that far. We just can't go as far as...
Right.
Yeah. Third eye ain't gonna be fully open.
So, I have been playing Wolong, Fallen Dynasty.
Oh, yeah.
That shit, I caved and got it like last Sunday because Radica Jawad. I felt like Squidward watching them outside having fun. I was like, fuck,
I need to beat that first boss.
I want in on that.
It's fun.
And I got in on it, and you know, it's fun. It's a good time. The character creator, like we already
it's so
discussed,
good.
it's so
The
good.
fact that you could have full body tattoos.
Right. The animations are crispy. Like just the way it kind of flows. Like I fuck with this more than I fucked with Neo, because I'm not gonna say it feels easier, but like I feel like you have more tools. Like you have more spells. You have like you can block and deflect at the same time.
I will say this though, making the first boss a double health bar boss fight is bullshit.
Oh yeah,
Will always piss me
that first boss took me hours.
I still haven't finished it. It keeps pissing me off. It's just like going from Radagon into Elden Beast, but it's the first fucking boss. Like, it's like that. It's like that. I hope you're willing to learn 2 whole bosses of mechanics on 3 health pods.
Like this is two vastly different fights here, and we're gonna force you to do it because this is the first skill check.
And it's only been 20 minutes. You have, like, at best 3 levels.
Well, hold on. The first skill check is running into that goddamn tiger. I saw that nigga turn around. I was like, I don't have to go that way, do I? Because I'm not.
My problem with Wolong is I want to play Wolong, but I feel like just seeing Wolong is not going to click with me the same way Neo 2 didn't click with me. And if I'm
Because
going
you
to
have to parry using the B button. Like, that's also something else that it's just a me thing. I like my parries to open you up for a fuck off nerd and not just have to parry so I don't die. I want my counterattacks.
No, so when you parry their like their red when they glow red.
No,
and
you gotta
parry,
dodge with the red attack.
No, you parry that.
No, I thought you dodged a parry. I thought you parried.
You just can't
regular
block
attacks,
it.
And then
You just can't block it. So you have to parry it. So when you parry it, it counters. You smash triangle.
Clearly, I don't know how this shit works. I
Right.
thought you were supposed to parry everything but the red. Dodge the red.
No.
What the fuck?
I don't dodge shit. Unless I'm be honest with you, I don't dodge shit. If it's a projectile, I might dodge that, but I'm just gonna try and fucking parry it because you can parry everything.
Okay, if you can parry the red stuff, then I can probably kill this boss.
Do that.
After I
Once you
the
do
dark
that,
inside.
you'll get a mean counter off, depending.
Okay.
on their stacker gauge.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give that a try.
I don't really understand the gauges in the morale system. I'm just like, all right, can I cast my spells?
No, the
yes.
morale system makes sense to me. The higher your morale, the more damage you do. You lose morale by blocking a lot. You gain morale by whooping ass.
Yes.
And you need morale to cast your spells.
No, that's not the more. Well, I'm
That's how
not
it
even
works
playing
in
the
Bluelock.
game.
I don't know about Neo, but that's how it works in Bluelock.
Because
Well, so it's not. I think just the Team Ninja games for me, because this isn't even like the first
You
era
like
of
Ninja
Team
Gaiden?
Ninja. No,
Oh, fuck it.
I
love Ninja
like
Gaiden.
love Ninja Gaiden.
But Ninja Gaiden was a skill check ass game. Like, if you were willing to.
That was me
how to
sitting
do
there
those moves-
gritting my teeth. I got 5 days to beat this game. I'ma do it.
Oh,
So I gotta
you
take
have to
this
master-
bitch back.
What was that move where you jump in the air?
Samurai Champloo.
You needed that shit.
So you know the chocobo you got? You know your chocobo?
We hang out sometimes.
Yeah.
Lemon
you can
pepper?
get different outfits for that chocobo.
Oh.
And one of the Skymaster scripts ones is a raincoat.
I like that.
And I want a raincoat for my chocobo. And then I also...
Oh, do you have the thing on where? And I guess we're back. We're gonna see. I'll have Kuma cut what needs to be cut and not cut what doesn't need to be cut. But do you have the new thing? They just added it in like the most recent Endwalker patch. If you're in a space where it's raining, your character will automatically take out an umbrella.
Yeah, I have a parasol. I don't have it equipped to any of my shit, though.
I don't have an umbrella.
I think
Well, they
it's-
gave everybody one.
Yeah, you should have one.
And then there's the event one. Like,
I just
I
need
have.
so many Skymaster scripts. Just, oh my god.
But yeah, they just added it where like you don't have to equip it. It just if you're somewhere raining, your character will take it out.
That's cool.
Have you done the deep dungeon yet?
No, I haven't been playing 14
Nah.
like that. I've been on Fortnite because this season.
I will say that new season. Okay, Fortnite has almost convinced me with the movement on it that you can start grinding like you're Shadow the fucking Hedgehog in that game.
Yep.
Now I just need to give me a Shadow the Hedgehog skin and I'm fucked. Ghost of
Like-
the Shell and Shadow the Hedgehog is what I need to get me to buy a battle pass.
Fortnite is in a state right now that I feel like.
We're about to get a lot of more weeb shit this season.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Look, like I said, Ghost in the Shell and Shadow the Hedgehog.
No,
I
they're
need
gonna-
Kusanagi and Shadow the Hedgehog.
They're gonna give us some Sailor Moon.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
Sailor Moon.
We're getting
it
some
has
more from
infinite-
Jump. We're definitely getting One Piece.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
One Piece
definitely.
is a shoe in.
If I could shoot people as Sailor Venus, I'm in.
Yeah, you most likely will be able to shoot people as Sailor
If I can
Venus.
shoot people as Luffy, Gum pistol.
The moon punish you.
But yeah, Fortnite Chapter 4, Season 2 is in a really good state. It's running on Unreal Engine 5, and they're using a lot of the lighting stuff to make neon really cool. Like that.
yeah,
looks real.
that lighting shit from Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah, they're just like
It looks good. Like, this is the thing about me in Fortnite.
they took out building, so now you're not shooting at somebody and they become a two-story
with Fortnite is
colonial
really-
style.
Is the first person mode in yet, or is that still
no, that's
rumored?
next season.
That's next season. Ah, I see.
My thing with Fortnite is really just the fact that
Oh, shit.
I don't want to start
Yes.
this shit.
Damn.
Now looking at it is now.
Okay, hold on. I'm not playing shooters right now, but fuck.
It's free to play. I'm on it. I'm like level 50 something on my battle pass. The skins in this season's battle pass she goes so hard, and the sword. Just watch the movement with the sword. So I thought, yeah, that one right there. That one right there.
See, Fortnite, in my opinion, outside of the
Fortnite.
MMOs,
If you would've shown me this 5 years
actually
ago-
done live service properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fortnite, like, that's the thing. They've done the battle pass consistently well. They've refined. That's the thing. Fortnite was a game and they just refined everything. Like the web slinging, when they had web slinging in Fortnite, was better than the web slinging in Marvel's Avengers. Now they've taken
everything is better than Marvel's Avengers.
But I'm just saying, like, the ODM gear looks like it's better than the ODM gear in the Attack on Titan video games.
Whoa.
That's also
who are
not
those
wrong.
made by?
Because that's the thing about it is Fortnite looks like there's a real ass fucking budget behind it.
Because there is. Do you know how much money?
Exactly. That's my point. And it's like, okay.
And that seems to be
And
everybody's
then also I
real
need a
true
and
gateway.
then also I need a shooter to play with the homies, so you know.
Yeah, and
I could
like
be convinced.
That shit just looks so good.
I've been on it every day.
With the-
Oh, they're playing build mode. Oh, zero build all the way.
I could be convinced. I
And
could be
first
convinced.
person?
Basically when they dropped Sailor Moon. That's when I'll be convinced.
It hasn't been officially leaked yet.
Look,
Where
we're gonna do
the crazy part is Peter Griffin got leaked a long time ago and it's still not in the game. So
You gotta get the timing right, you know?
but there are a lot that drop, like Adonis Creed wasn't leaked and they just fucking put him as a cyborg in fucking well, it was last season, end of last season they put him in.
Fucking Fortnite.
I watched Creed 2 last night. That show was good. I'm watching Creed 3 today. That's a Hamburger Shonen as well. He said it himself. Did y'all see Michael B. Jordan's like list of starter animes?
Yes.
Okay.
Entirely too fucking long.
So my thing with that is, while I understand why people are like cooking and up in arms, but if you think about it, he's right. Like if you're a kid, what the fuck are you watching? You watching shit like that. Episode
No,
count does not bother you.
Right.
So
Like-
he never said, "Hey, you're 30, you got kids, you got a family, you should watch all these." No.
I mean,
he
you're
said,
getting
"All
out a
right, if you want to start
list,
an
right?
anime."
Here's my thing about it. If he dropped one of them 700 episode shonens for an hour and a half movie, it would have been fine.
Yeah, because
Like,
you really got to get
That's my
that.
thing about all these get in the anime list. They're all shows with like 500 episodes. Just put a fucking movie. Just
Movie,
one
OVA,
fucking movie. It's
like-
all you need.
Watch Redline.
Yeah, you watch
You know,
Redline.
put
Promare.
in a Ghost in the Shell, a Promare.
Promare
Even
might be too
City
much.
Shinjuku.
Promare might be too much for the average for the first time viewers. They'd be like, "What is this? My eyes!"
Like, just put it or a 13 episode. A 13 episode would have worked.
How long is Promised Neverland season 1?
Honestly, I'll
About
tell
13 episodes.
I'll tell them to watch Soul Eater.
Yeah, so
That's all. That's about 22 episodes.
You're probably so far out from manga, it doesn't matter that the ending becomes shite. You know?
Every single
It's
thing
fine.
and then also something else is, you could tell when he started watching anime by his list.
Yes.
You could tell he started watching anime.
If you are
same time we did.
if you're a 10 to 13-year-old boy, that is the perfect list for you. That's all I'm saying.
It is.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is he needs to drop one of them 500 plus episode shows and replace it with either a 22 episode season or a movie. That's my entire thing. Because it's a good list. Every show on there is heat. Like, he literally has the entirety of the big three in there.
Yeah, the big
Plus
three.
their father.
the big three plus their father, and then
And the cool uncle.
well, yeah, I guess that is the cool one.
Yeah, that is the cool
Because you wouldn't have a lot of Naruto without some Hunter x Hunter.
Right. And Flame of Recca.
Madrid's like dead serious. I mean,
Isn't Naruto basically just Flame of Recca?
Kind of.
Which was made by Hunter x Hunter.
It's Naruto. Well, Naruto was Flame Rekka in Yu Yu Hakusho, right? But then Hunter x Hunter was coming out, and Kishimoto was like, "Damn, what you got over there? Damn, that shit kind of good."
Right. It's just like
He's trying to avenge his whole clan, and they got red eyes. Shit. Let's go.
so. It's like it's a good list, but and also, for the love of God, please watch anything other than a fucking shonen.
Yeah.
That's something else I would like to say is why is every single series on there a jump series? Everyone.
You gotta get in them slice of life comedies.
Yeah.
You
Watch
need a slice. Once again,
Slice of Life. You need you some
a
shoujo.
a little josei,
Yeah.
a couple of movies.
Watch some seinen too. Fuck it.
Just get some range
Be a
in
little,
there.
be a little edgy.
You know what I'm saying?
Check out some mech, some sci-fi, some murder mysteries.
Right.
Like watch Monster.
Right, like fucking Monster is so good. Yeah. Look, Monster. If you like police procedurals, put a Psychopaths.
Yeah.
I've been raised off propaganda. I
Yeah.
still enjoy it.
Yeah, I had like my previous girlfriend. Like I told her, I was like, hey, you don't really watch anime, but we should watch Psychopaths. And she was up there watching. She was like, yeah, it's kind of like CSI. I'm like, yeah.
Yep. And then
More gory, but yeah.
right, and then from Psychopaths, you used it to get them to watch Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. God, that's my thing about the anime recommendations is one range. That's really all it is. You need a range of things,
Yeah.
not just 8 shonens.
Right.
And a bag of chips.
It's all junk food.
All right. Anybody got one more thing before we wrap? I tried doing 5D chess and zooming my camera all the way in, taking a picture of the screen, and then zooming that all the way in, but it was just like a blur.
Oh.
So I don't know what the runtime is. We're gonna rip the audio out this video like
A little over an hour 20.
a little over
Because the Twitch is 121, so probably about maybe 130.
And also, Jawan, you're absolutely right. We need other
y'all can see
manga
the
imprints
chat.
to actually let us digitally subscribe and
Yeah.
read their shit.
Let
on
me
Yo,
pay
if
for
we
your
got a
shit.
Kodansha app, dog.
Let me pay for your shit, please and thank you.
Please and thank you. Because as soon as this Bluelock season's over, I'm going ham on the manga. I'm about to be one of
What
those
series?
statistics.
Blue
Bluelock.
Lock.
Oh, I'm gonna say right now,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I need that.
Them boys are some fucking menaces. Like, yo,
I'm not hearing shit from an NPC like you.
literally called them over. Oh my god. He called.
Listen here, blunt bangs.
It's like, bro, you're just playing soccer.
No, I'm not playing soccer. This is a battlefield.
Right. This is real.
These are my weapons, and I fight to kill. Like, relax.
No. You're not going hard enough.
All right. Well, remember you can follow us all collectively around the internet. CheesyControllerPodcast.com. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch at Anton63X's. Chris
You can follow me at Chef and Chris.
Madrid.
Speedwagon X.
Jalen.
Squid Bishop.
All right. This has been Erratic Records production. The video version is edited by Lana Twisted Mind. The audio version is edited by Akumasanti. Until next time, keep it cheesy.